that was the day that Mark they were like, oh, I mean, an undersized defensive lineman just cutting through that offensive line that's a highly regarded offensive line like butter. I mean, it was awesome.
I mean, that UVA game, he was unbelievable. I mean, first of all, we were in the game the whole time. We were playing at Scott Stadium. There's like 60,000 people.
Here's a guy who maybe had a little chip on his shoulder that wanted to show those guys on the other sideline, I could have been on your sideline if you had just given me a chance. And, I think all the players go into that kind of game thinking that only the special ones actually do it, and he did it that day.
He made it a long day for Virginia.
They had Aaron Brooks, St. Clair, Crowell, Terrence Wilkins, Thomas Jones was on their offense, and a tight end, I think, was all on their offense. And obviously on defense, they had Anthony Poindexter. So those guys that I just mentioned were all draft picks, every single one of them.
You got George Welsh on the other side, and those guys were the real deal.
We were gassed, and I wanted to give him a blow. And I left him in, and he just took over the game, him and Sean Barber.
Mark single-handedly manhandled. By the end of the game, they were double teaming him.
I watched every play of that game, and I swear he spent half the afternoon in their backfield.
He made a play on a counter OT, like I said, bang in the backfield. Then they tried to run the counter OT boot. He read it.
He tossed the lineman.
Aaron Brooks didn't realize how fast he was, how fast Mark was.
Ran him down, dragged Aaron Brooks, who's a big guy. He's 6'4".
One-handed grab over away from our bench.
It was Aaron Brooks. I mean, here's a guy who won a bunch of playoff games in the NFL with the Saints. He was a really good quarterback.
He had a great game. We ended up with 5 sacks in the game and held Thomas Jones to 20-something yards.
We were playing at a different level. Mark Magnan wasn't playing at a different level. I mean, he was constantly in the backfield, high intensity.
Wow, if this guy can play this well, I mean, it wasn't just like he was out there holding his own. If this guy can kick ass against UVA, I think the sky's the limit.
I think everyone who was on that sideline or who watched that film post, who witnessed that, had an extraordinary amount of respect for the fact that, he flashed against, at the time, the best competition University of Richmond had ever faced.
A nose guard. He was a 250-pound nose guard, and the disruption he caused in games. I mean, I can't believe he led the country in sacks as a nose guard. No one does that.
Mark Magna was one of the first players that I had come across that in a game when it was tight and the defense was on the field, you're like, Mark's got to make a play. Mark made the play. Now, again, I've coached for 38 years, and I've coached some good players in all levels of football. But I still, to this day, Mark needs to make a play. So, Mark knocks back the center from James Madison into the quarterback who fumbles the ball, and we win the game. I mean, Mark made those plays, so you could count on Mark.
He made exciting plays. The plays that he made, they would change the tempo of the game.
All down in the end zone for a safety. And that's going to ice it right there. This one is going to be history for the UNH Wildcats.
It's like a guy coming up hitting a home run, being like, oh yeah, we're in this game. He made plays like that.
The hand at the end, just he didn't even go down when he took the dude down. I ran through like hot knife through butter. Literally, that's what it looked like. Threw your quarterback down, and I didn't even get dirty. That's me. I did that. Yeah.
I played with a whole bunch of players who played in the NFL and played against a bunch of players in the NFL, including Mark. But he was by far the most dominant player I'd ever seen on the field, either side of the ball.